Again, I want to remind the American people, we are investigating Hunter Biden because we fear that he has compromised Joe Biden. We're going to preserve the comments that everyone on your side has said about there's nothing to see here.
Republican colleagues are focused like a laser on the topic of Hunter Biden. That's what they're focused like a laser on. While we're fighting for the common interest, for the common good and the public interest of the American people, with the Inflation Reduction Act and the Infrastructure Act, defending women's right to choose against their theocratic schemes to dictate to the women of America. They say that they're interested in defending the security of the country, which is why they're laser focused on Hunter Biden. But guess what? They have refused to support any investigation into the worst mass domestic violent assault on the Congress of the United States and the Vice President of the United States on the U.S. Capitol in American history. They had a proposal for an independent outside 9/11 style commission to investigate the insurrectionary violence and attempted coup of January 6, 2021, and the Democrats agreed to it. 5 Republican appointees to that panel, 5 Democratic appointees to that panel, equal subpoena power. And then, after we agreed to it, they pulled the rug out from beneath their own proposal. Why? Because the cult master himself, Donald Trump, said no investigation. He didn't want any investigation. So then we launched a select committee here in the House of Representatives, which they decided to boycott. And we made a record investment in renewable and green energy to make serious progress against climate change, which some of our colleagues still deny even exists. We passed the Infrastructure Act, a $1.2 trillion investment in the roads and the highways, the bridges, the ports, the airports, cybersecurity. In the last administration, they had an infrastructure day, they had an infrastructure week, they had an infrastructure month. They just didn't have an infrastructure bill. And after 4 years, nothing from them. But in the very first year of President Biden's administration, we got it done. A massive investment in the infrastructure needs of America, which now some of our colleagues across the aisle are trying to take credit for back in their districts, even though they voted against it here in Washington. And of course, we are laser focused on defending the rights of the American people, the rights of American women that have been put in danger by their gerrymandered, Trumpified Supreme Court, which overturned Roe versus Wade, a precedent for more than 50 years in our country. And now they are marching all over America, their anti-abortion movement, to try to destroy women's right to choose their own health care in consultation with their families, to choose their own destiny, to do their own planning about their families and careers and so on. Senator Lindsey Graham introduces a federal measure now to take it away from the states. Originally, their rhetoric was, oh, states' rights. Now they want to take it away from the states and have a national criminal ban on women's right to choose.